What's up? Honor Hammer 26 here with my TNA Slammiversary 2009 pay-per-view review. Just got done watching it. Overall, this is an okay show, maybe even a good show. Um, I was constantly kind of bored throughout it after the best match of the night happened first. So let's get into it. Actually, the pre-show match happened first with the British Invasion taking on Rhino and Eric Young. In the middle of this match, Eric Young walked out on Rhino. Furthermore, evidence that he's going to turn heel. And then, what's his name? I don't remember. One of Rhino's students. I can't remember his name. And match was just downhill from that point. The British Invasion got the win. It's kind of no surprise there, even though Rhino's hometown is Detroit. Very over. 2 1/4 stars. Next we did get the opening match of the pay-per-view. It was the X Division King of the Mountain match, and this was the match of the night with Suicide, Jay Lethal, Consequences Creek, Chris Sabin, and Alex Shelley, and the latter two are both from Detroit, Michigan. So they both were very over in this match. And for the opening part of this match, you had Lethal Consequences and the Motor City Machine Guns work on Suicide. So it was basically 4-1 for the first 5 minutes of the match. Then the falling out happened, and it was basically great spot after great spot after great spot. And this was a great X Division match. This is what the X Division is and should be. 4 stars, great job TNA. And then the card kind of went downhill after this. Next was Daniels versus Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas looked really rusty here. He looked really immobile. I mean, Mick Foley, I'll get to that later, but Mick Foley looked better than Shane Douglas did. And Daniels, it was so predictable that Daniels was going to get the win here. I thought on the pay-per-view they kind of sold that Daniels was going to get this win. They made it seem like Shane Douglas didn't deserve to be on the TNA roster at all. So that was an okay match overall anyway. Next was Angelina Love versus Tara, the former Victoria. Overall, this is probably the worst match of the night. I fell asleep in the middle of this match, to be honest with you. And I just never got into it, and just, I saw the screwjob ending coming, and just a lot of stuff that I don't care for in this match. Next we got the mixed tag team Monsters Ball with Abyss and Taylor Wilde versus Raven and Daffney. Overall, this was actually a good match. I was expecting a little bit out of this, and we did get it. This was better, and actually better than what I expected. There's a lot of good spots in here, including Taylor Wilde went off like one of the sound speakers and put Daffney through a table, so that was really cool. And it was the first time in a while, or maybe ever, I've seen a women's tack spot, and then that also led to the finish, so that was really cool. 3 1/4 stars there. Next, we got Sting and Matt Morgan. This was another match to which I saw the ending coming. It was very obvious to me that Sting was going to win this match because Matt Morgan wouldn't fit in the main event Mafia at all. He's better on his own as a heel, and maybe going after maybe the TNA Legends Championship, even though AJ holds that or something, and they're probably not going to go that way, but I don't think he's a world champion. Maybe put him in a tag team or something. But I definitely saw the finish coming in this match, even though this match was probably pretty good, but wasn't solidly good though. Next we got the TNA World Tag Team title match, which was Beer Money versus Team 3D. They said throughout this pay-per-view, I don't know whether it was true or not, that Team 3D defended their New Japan tag titles night before in Osaka, and arrived to the arena where the TNA pay-per-view was taking place in the middle of the show. So I don't know whether that's true or not. But they still did wrestle a good match. This was actually the third best match of the night, and one of the 3 at least good matches on the card. A lot of good back and forth stuff here, but I don't. Maybe the British Invasion stuff shouldn't have been in the match, but it was, and it kind of took away from it. So whatever, but it did work here. And then we got the main event, which was the King of the Mountain match for the World Heavyweight Championship: Mick Foley, Jeff Jarrett, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle. It was very obvious from this match that Mick Foley was not going to hang on to the world title, and I had predicted that it was going to be either Samoa Joe and his advisor helping him win the title, AJ Styles winning the title, or Kurt Angle winning the title. That prediction was right for me. Kurt Angle went over, but they threw us a swerve with Samoa Joe helping Kurt Angle win the title tonight. And overall, this match kind of had botch after botch after botch, but it was okay. I never really could get into it. I mean, it was definitely a lackluster main event in my opinion, and TNA definitely could have done better. Maybe Mick Foley should have lost the title at Sacrifice to maybe Jeff Jarrett, and then you could have had someone else in this match that would have made it better. Overall, this show gets a 7.0, which is good, barely good, but still good. And that's it. I'll see you later.